Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and the Sakurajima update is now live for Palworld, so I want to go over the patch notes. I got early access as a creator, so I can also give some of my input, and I've already been uploading some of those videos, but now we can break down all of the content, and if you want to see it in action, check out the playlist and the videos I've been making. So, new content. An island has appeared, Sakurajima. Take control of the tower, protected by the new faction Moonflowers. Free and beautiful island from their control, home to many new pals, explore and find new species. Arena, multiplayer exclusive content for PvP, so that's out in the northeast part of the desert. Oil rig stronghold. So yeah, this is like some crazy, tough, and wild content. You might be like, yo, I'm gonna go to the oil rig, and then you get nuked. And you can find the oil rig in the eastern part of the map. So yeah, that's going to be like its own guide and content coming out. Same thing for like the raids, because there's a lot to explore and a lot to do with all of this stuff. Work together with your friends to defeat powerful enemies and claim valuable resources such as crude oil. Player cap raised to level 55. New technology, upper limit for pals capture bonus has been increased. So this is also in like all the videos I've been covering where, yeah, you can actually go out and catch 2 more land balls and get bonus experience. That's going to be really nice for getting to level 55, plus catching lots of the new pals. Crude oil. Super important. You need this more than anything. Plasteel is like the main resource gate now, and you also need tons of pal metal. That way you can actually make the extractors, and you find these little oil pools, and you build your new base there. You can also have more bases, so yeah. The Blazemut Ryu raid is absolutely insane. I did not prepare properly for that one. Meteorite event, super rare. That's how you get 3 of the exclusive pals. Well, not exclusive, but 3 of the new pals. We have Cellline, we have Xenoguard, and we have Xenovader. It's just RNG at that point, but you can just, like, every once in a while, these things spawn. They don't seem to trigger events on starter islands, and then when you teleport, that's when it's actually going to activate. So like, oh, just spend a lot of time in your base on a starter island, then teleport to one of the areas, and then that's going to give you a better chance of getting the meteorite event. Could just be a supply drop. That's a thing. Tower boss hard mode is actually very hard. So another thing to like explore. It's mostly like a lot of this content is super duper in-game, unless you're maximum stacked out or you have like upgraded in-game level 55 gear. You're going to get wrecked. So we'll see how that plays out. Metal Merchant, these guys are found in the church ruins, and you can exchange them for new items. You can get permanent stat buffs on your character, so that's really nice. You can also get more accessories. Permanently increases by 1, and then the other one. So you need a lot of dog coins. Dog coin guide, that's coming soon. But you can find them in like chests and the junk piles. So we'll get into the scrapyards and stuff. And then if you see Mimog, just kill it every time, or try to catch it. Get the dog coins. Ring of Freight increases your carrying weight. So yeah, like we have all these extra things going in that you can buy. So you can like increase your carrying capacity. That's a new accessory. Remedies are going to give you stat points. There's also elixirs that give you more stat points. Permanently strengthen the player's base stats. Players could only increase their stats when leveling up, but now you can have max stats. So like the max attack is 200. So you can just like get a couple remedies, not put all 50 points into attack, and then you're dealing double damage, and then you can keep augmenting that with like food and pals and stuff. All these new weapons, laser rifle, flamethrower, Gatling gun. Actually, because I did the weapons guide, I can kind of go over the quick thing, but if you want to know how to craft them, I'm shilling and plugging all my videos. Oh, also, use code Verlisify, by the way. June 26th, even though it's already passed, 27th and 28th, 30% off your G Fuel order, and then you can like get, like you should have already had G Fuel. Like, because now it's kind of late, but at least you get 30% off, so I guess that kind of makes up for it. We got Elden Ring DLC. We got Palworld Update. There's too much gaming to do this summer, and that's why you want to have some energy. Laser Rifle sucks unless you get it upgraded. Flamethrower just kind of, like, sucks. It applies fire damage, but it ticks too slowly, in my experience. I don't know what it really does. Gatling Gun, actually really good. Like, this is, like, the new thing. Like, you need the Gatling Gun. Grenade Launcher does tons of damage. Guided Missile Launcher is alright. I didn't see the multi-guided missile launcher. Did that just like come out with the update? Oh man. And then the Meteor Launcher. I haven't seen anything. Like, Meteor Launcher seems unless it's like AoE stuff, but New NPC cosmetic hats. Dress up like your favorite bosses. Then we also have new pal hats. So yeah, like You get those resources and you can craft the hats. New buildings. Feed your pals while keeping your food nice and cold. And the inventory is huge on this thing. Like, you don't need a fridge anymore. You just need the cold food box and then, like, a buffer of food or, like, ingredients or something. That way they don't eat, like, into the stuff you want to save. But yeah, like, that's huge. Sulfur and coal mine. So now, like, a dedicated mining base gets even crazier. And then it's, like, a dedicated oil base. And then making, like, resources. So yeah, you're going to have to do a lot. But at least you get, like, an extra base, and then you can just put pals out there, and everything's upgraded and crazy. Pal disassembly conveyor. Get rid of unwanted pals automatically. Your heart will hurt less this way. Exactly. See, like, if you're not hand butchering them, it feels less bad. And then, like, breeding and just mass disassembly on the pals you don't want. Sure. There's also Yakumo, and he's absolutely cracked, because while mounted and riding Yakumo, you can actually have a higher chance of getting the passive skills on enemy pals, which makes breeding better. So, like, the super ultra mega endgame is absolutely wild. Signs, and then the refrigerated crusher. So you need an ice pal and electricity to run it, and it can break down pal spheres into paldium fragments. I don't see too much, but some people are like, yeah, if I just have like 1,000 pal spheres from just picking up and opening chests, and I'm only using like ultra and legendary spheres, then I guess this makes sense. I didn't find too much of use, but yeah, you can get some pal spheres back, which you need a lot of for the paldium, so, or, yeah, for the, yeah. I'm just like, man, all this stuff. Lockpicking. Attempt to open locked treasure chest with new lockpicking minigame. Requires lockpicking tool. That's ancient technology. It actually doesn't start at level 50. You can get those pretty early on. Pal skins. Change a pal's skin at the new pal dressing facility, so you can give them, like, sunglasses and hats and cute little stuff like that. Pal box capacity has doubled, which is incredibly nice. You're just going to, like, keep hitting the E button and be like, wow, there's so many boxes and tabs now. It's actually, like, almost too much, which is good. Increase maximum number of power that can be enhanced by Life Monk effigies. It's extra 2 levels on Life Monk effigies. A lot of Life Monk effigies around. I have a guide coming out later. Check that out. Setting that prevents items from being automatically picked up if it will over-encumber the player. Good. And then a lot of base stuff. Building system has been reworked yet again. Basic construction is now more intuitive and smooth. Needed for a game like this. And yeah, all this base-related stuff is just really good. Pillars have been added. The days of accidentally demolishing a supporting wall and the entire second floor collapsing are over. Axis alignment, defensive walls now connect. Possible to connect roof walls and stairs to the foundation instead of only starting from the foundation. Glass, so you can now make like flex glass buildings and stuff that look pretty cool. Maximum base level has been increased to 25. Now you have 4 bases. Can change maximum amount of guilds and also base pals, but too much will hurt performance. Private lock function on chests. So now you can actually like keep stuff hidden from your friends. They won't be able to steal your metal anymore. But you can also just kind of open it up if you need to. So that's very basic in like base building, crafter, community games. Possible to permanently assign a pal to a specific facility from the monitoring stand. That's really nice. Like having your specific facility, just doop, doop, doop. Yep, stay there. Work hard. Cakes will be transported as a priority. Readjusting the work priority is interesting because like sometimes it's super beneficial and nice. Other times like, you're still cutting trees instead of doing the thing I want. But now it's even better with the monitoring stand changes. And also defense facility specifications. Work pals will use them automatically even if they're not assigned to a specific facility. So instead of just idling around during a raid, they get to help out and use the defenses. Measures and mitigation for base pals getting stuck when a route cannot be taken. The game has so much good stuff coming into it. UI. Lock function in the PAL box menu. Nice. Player crosshair color can now be adjusted and fixed, where the crosshair will get stuck behind the player. Craft items in units of 100. Also, there's just a scroll thing now. It's really nice to max craft. More custom map markers, more things you can place down. Statue of Power UI has been improved. Sorting function of PAL box, making it easier to find the pals you want, which is nice when there's 960 space now. Junkyards have been added around the world. Just when you see a pile of trash, loot it. All kinds of good stuff. New random event, find and steal eggs from monster nest hidden around the island. So it's like a group of pals, and then it's its own little event. New pal skills. Jumping Stinger, Rocket Slam, Protection of Fertility, Raging Flame. So we just have like new attacks. Divine Disaster 2 on the Shadow Beak. Neutral skills. Like, there's just stuff. There's new stuff. We'll see how that changes things out. Beam Slicer, Comet. So pals get to do more things. And there's also passive skills. Reduces the time required to produce eggs. That's an interesting one. You don't want to breed down the Philanthropist, but you want to have the Philanthropist. That way you can get eggs faster. Impatient. Reduces cooldown on active skills. That's good. Stamina increase. Pals with this, and also we have Noble. Pals with this passive will give you an advantage when trading with merchants. Okay. That's probably super. I actually didn't really dive into that for my early access when you probably should. I don't know about the stacking, but it's like, yo, get 5 Noble Pals and then cut like some amount off the trade. Yeah. Especially with dog coins. Pals with Nocturnal will work throughout the night. So we got some good stuff like that. Always reject guild invites in multiplayer. But also, accessories with the same name have been changed so they cannot be equipped more than once. That's because there's now more accessory slots. Defensive accessories have been balanced due to the increase in accessory slots. Fair. Due to the addition of many new pals, some pal breeding combinations will be changed. Gotta wait for the data mine and fun stuff on that. Selling price of all pals. Alpha pals is now twice of the original species, which is good. Mitigations for PC freeze. Change grappling gun behavior. Less likely to get stuck. Always great. Many other changes. Warning will now be displayed on GPU driver. Out of date. Soundtrack. Songs being added in. Maybe delayed about a day. Okay. And there we go, guys. Sakurajima update. Patch notes. A lot of stuff. And it's a lot of, like, in-game, but some things to help you out through the mid-game. 30% of, like, only 30% of people have beaten Lylene. And only, like, 11% have beaten Victor. So hopefully these all this buffs those numbers, and people can actually get into the new, crazy, grindy, in-game stuff that is available. And even then, like, I have an almost maxed out save file. Stronghold's crazy. The Blazemut Ryu is too strong. And the hard bosses are too strong as well. So, like, a lot more optimization, a lot more stuff to tweak. And then we just get closer to launch, kind of. I don't know when the expected launch is. Who knows how many years a game will stay in early access. We still don't have, like, the Sky Island and the Sky Whale and the tree. We're getting closer to all that stuff. And then the game just kind of opens up and you have infinite Minecraft replayability and maybe even some more cracked out mods. So yeah, great update. Quick rundown. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.